What would your response be to someone who comes out and says, no, faith and science are not compatible?
I would say that person is probably laboring under some misconceptions about history, about science and what it's discovered, about theology. So a lot of it's based on total ignorance of history, because the fact is that this modern science came out of what's called the scientific revolution, sparked by Copernicus in the 1500s, but the century in which modern science really exploded on the scene was the 1600s. And from that time, from the time of Copernicus and Galileo and Kepler and Newton, all the way up until well into the 1800s, almost all the great scientists were devoutly religious Christians, Protestants and Jews. And it's kind of crazy historically to think that somehow religion and science are inherently at odds when the modern science came out of hundreds of years of the work of the greatest physicists of the 19th century, most people would say, were James Clerk Maxwell and Michael Faraday. They were both devout Protestants. And so it's just kind of ludicrous historically speaking. But I think a lot of, aside from the historical misinformation, a lot of people have misconceptions about what science has actually discovered about certain things. It's often told with certain spin. And they have misconceptions about what, say, Christians, what Catholics and Protestants and Jews believe, what the teachings of religion. So misconceptions on both sides.